Hello and welcome to the Omni Coalition News Show, also known as TOCNS, TOCNS. This show is an amalgam of strange, weird, bizarre, off-the-wall, and otherwise things you don't normally see anymore from most news sources these days. During a time of political overabundance and divisiveness, we present you with more unifying topics to discuss, for the most part. For links to those articles, the music done by Carrera, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar in the description below. Anyway, I am Xander, and I am joined by...
the Golden Loon, looking forward to the show.
Alright. And in the audience today, we have a newcomer, Nick Partola. Welcome to the show. Anyway, today is Moon's Day, also known as Monday, October 10th, 2022. So I'm going to start us off here. And I think the music seems a little loud to me. Maybe my speakers are just a little loud, so I'm going to reduce them. So, anyway, starting us off here, we have from Rebel News, Florida Department of Health recommends against mRNA vax for males 18 to 39 years old.
Yeah. Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's you're talking deaths to kids 18 to 39 years old. It just when the vaccine comes out, a new vaccine or booster or whatever, it just jumped up. This is only a Florida test because the feds haven't looked into it at all.
It says here the Canadian government mandated the Moderna mRNA vaccine to the Canadian Armed Forces under threat of suspension and discharge, as other countries around the world were pausing the use of the manufacturer's jabs for young men. According to a press release issued Friday by the Florida Department of Health announcing the findings of the agency's independent evaluation of mRNA vaccine efficiency and reported injuries, this analysis found that there is an 84% increase in the relative incidence of cardiac-related death among males 18 to 39 years old within 28 days following mRNA vaccination. With a high level of global immunity to COVID-19, the benefit of vaccination is likely outweighed by this abnormally high risk of cardiac-related death amongst men in the age group. Non-mRNA vaccines were not found to have these increased risks. So,
and I saw what I'm referring to, seeing earlier today, was the Florida State, whatever he is, who handles all the health stuff in Florida.
Okay.
I mean, he's showing you how they did the tests, you know, all of it. And the guy's so what do you want to call it? His credentials are unspeakably high.
Okay.
Of his education. I mean, he's got like 3 doctorates. He's been a professor at a number.
So he's a good
universities.
He's a good person to listen to, essentially.
Yeah, and he broke down how they tested this, how they came out with that 84% spike in deaths.
What was it that I was saying? You know, within the next 6 months to 3 years, people are going to start dropping like flies.
Well, yeah.
Well, here we go.
That's
what I said
about
this
it. This is just after the first month.
Yeah.
It only lasts after the first 28 days, I think it was.
Yeah, but
they
still.
Say, it's a huge spike in deaths from heart failures.
Yep. Yeah, that's really concerning. But let's move on up here to Oddity Central. We have a 60-year-old grandpa undergoes impressive body transformation in only 1 year. 60-year-old grandfather from Leeds in the United Kingdom has become an inspiration for people less than half his age after going from dad bod to ripped in just 1 year. Looking at Steve Ramsden today, it is hard to believe that only a year ago he was overweight, borderline diabetic, struggling with high cholesterol. But it just goes to show you that hard work and dedication, corroborated with a balanced diet and proper exercise plan, can do for a person. Ramsden, a paramedic for Yorkshire Ambulance Service, weighed 221 pounds or 100 kilograms last Christmas and was taking pills to manage his high cholesterol. Today he weighs 159 pounds or 72 kilograms and looks like he has been hitting the gym every day for the last few decades.
Whoa.
So, yeah, look at that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm going to the gym.
Yeah. Well, you are after the show.
I am,
yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, he really is. So
my diet isn't so hot. That's the downside.
Yeah. So, but dang.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Kudos. Yeah.
Also from Oddity Central, we have the world's highest ATM sits atop a 4,693 meter tall mountaintop. This highest cash machine in the world is located at the Kunjira Pass border between China and Pakistan at an elevation of 4,693 meters. Over the past few decades, this ATM has become one of the world's most ubiquitous places of technology, but you wouldn't expect to see one while trekking through the snow-covered mountains of Pakistan, now would you? And yet, the Kunjura Pass border pass in Pakistan's northern Gilgit-Baltistan province is home to the world's highest fully functional ATM, installed by the National Bank of Pakistan (NBP) in 2016. The solar and wind-powered cash machine is a truly unusual spot to behold in such an isolated place as Kunjura Pass, the highest paved border crossing in the world.
Wow.
So look at that, just up in the snow, and then there's a random ATM just out in the wild, like.
So what money are they distributing out of that? I wonder.
Probably
whatever the Pakistan.
It's a Pakistan thing.
It's not China, that's for sure.
Yeah, but Pakistan and China are buddy. So
they're up in that region on the border there. They're fighting with what do you call us up there? Disputes over the borderline.
Yeah, well, with the Indians too, and all that stuff.
India,
that's another area. But no, I mean, Pakistan, they harbored Bin Laden, so
Yeah.
they're not the best of people. So, but
it's not the people, it's governing.
Well, the government wouldn't be there without the support of the people.
Not necessarily.
Well, we got rid of our oppressors. Why can't they? So, anyway, no, I think obviously there's the Pakistani currency, but maybe it might also contain Chinese. Maybe it might. I don't know. Like it might say something. There's like pictures and videos and whatnot.
It's got to be. Yeah, if it's in Pakistan, it's got to be Pakistani currency.
Well, let's see here. It mostly serves the border guards who pick their monthly salaries from it.
Okay.
A handful of locals and a few people who cross the border through the pass. That said, around 4 to 5 million rupees, or $18,350 to $23,000, is withdrawn from the machine every several weeks. So it's rupees.
It's not dollars.
Well, no, but rupees is the Indian currency.
Yeah. No.
It's not?
Is
I'm saying
China.
Indian, not China.
Oh, Indian. Oh, I don't know what the Indian currency. Couldn't be India.
Name of Pakistani currency. It's a rupee, okay.
It is.
It's a rupee. But name
so what's
of...
the Indian currency then?
Well, this is called the Pakistani rupee. Indian. It is also the rupee.
Okay.
So they're both the rupees.
Same name. Yeah.
Yep. So it's not the Indian rupee though. It's the Pakistani rupee.
Yeah.
So that answers your question right there.
There you go.
Moving on up, more
I
on
don't want
Central
rupees.
here.
I know where to go.
Yeah.
Put on my snow boots.
Yeah. Well, hey, you hit the gym, transform like that grandpa, and you'll be fine. You'll make it. Crocodile crawling, a bizarre back relief exercise taking China by storm. Thousands of people in China are taking up crocodile crawling classes, which is a weird type of back relief exercise inspired by the movement of a crocodile. Multiple news outlets in China have been reporting on a new health trend with dozens of people joining large groups and moving around on all fours. Viral videos shot in large cities like Jiangxing and Changsha show long lines of people are all dressed the same and wearing industrial gloves to protect their hands as they slowly move around on their hands and feet. The movement is supposed to strengthen back muscles and relieve back pain if practiced regularly for a long enough period of time. Look at that.
Yeah, I can see that.
But
I originally thought I was talking about getting on crocodiles' backs.
No.
What?
No.
Yeah.
They're not that
I
dumb,
can see that
so.
though. With the motions of a crocodile,
Yeah.
you got the way they go like this, back and forth.
Yeah.
I can see it.
But I mean, long lines. The first time I saw this, I immediately thought Human Centipede.
Okay.
Which you've never seen, and you don't want to see that movie, believe me. It's
No,
awful.
I didn't know it existed.
It's disgusting. That's bizarre, So, but continuing on, some more from Oddity Central. The Gresham Lumberjack, Oregon's mysterious tree serial killer. Authorities in Gresham, a suburb of Portland, Oregon, they're trying to catch the infamous Gresham Lumberjack, which is a person who's suspected to have cut down around 700 trees in the area for no apparent reason. A special task force put together by Gresham Police and the Parks and Recreations have been scouring thousands of photos of a forest in Gresham, looking for clues that can help them identify and finally catch this lumberjack. The elusive tree serial killer has been felling trees for over a year now and seems to be getting bolder. Unfortunately, so far, all I know is that the culprit seems to prefer trees along a segment of the trail between the 7th Street Bridge and Towel Avenue and cutting them with a handsaw or a bow saw. So he's just going around indiscriminately cutting trees down. Yeah, but he's not harvesting them or anything.
Nothing.
He's just,
No, he's just cutting them down.
so that why? You know?
No, but I gotta tell the guy, those Oregonians don't mess with their trees. They're gonna find them.
Yeah. Yeah. And let's see here. From Mirror, we have Nurse Lucy Letby murdered 7 babies with too much milk, insulin, and air injections. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want me to skip this?
Well, no, go ahead.
Okay.
If you want.
A nurse accused of murdering 7 babies and trying to kill 10 others was a poisoner at work, a court heard. Lucy Letby, at the age of 32, is alleged to have gone on a year-long killing spree at the Countess of Chester Hospital. The jury heard she injected insulin, milk, or air into her tiny victims, who included twins. She denies murdering 5 boys and 2 girls and attempting to murder another 5 boys and 5 girls between June 2015 and June 2016. Wait, I think we've already covered this piece of crap. I think it was like last Monday or Tuesday. We were talking about this. I remember I was talking about this nurse who killed 7 children, 5 male and 2 female.
You know what really bugs me in there? Injecting air. Oh, God.
Yeah, no, that's why. You know, that's death. Well, like, why are you injecting straight up milk? Like, what is wrong with it's like
something major.
Yeah, I mean, but this is what happens when you politically weaponize hospitals. Like how they're getting rid of all the remember how everybody was a hero until they weren't getting vaccinated? How they turned on them on the dime so fast.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if she's doing this politically.
Because of like the left's actions, they're allowing people who are mentally unstable, get through the things because now all they care about are what's your race, what's your political beliefs, that's what they're betting on, not your actual skill or your mental capacity or stability, because in any other hospital, how would she have gotten through? Obviously there's something wrong with her head, and over a year it took this, like they couldn't figure out, okay, after the second or third.
Aren't we having an unusual amount of infant deaths here?
Yeah.
So let's figure out why.
Under the watch of the same person, isn't that strange? Where's the milk going? Why do we have empty?
You don't even know if it's under her watch. You don't know how sly she is.
Yeah. Still, that's awful. So let's move on here. Holiday maker returns from 6-week trip to find rude note from neighbor left on doorstep. It says here, your garden is a disgrace. You should be ashamed. The previous owners kept it immaculate. It devalues your property and the values of property in surrounding areas. Wow. Okay.
Well, 6-week trip, huh?
Yeah. So a holiday maker returned to, as I said here, with the rude note. A small typed out note printed on a small piece of paper slammed the person for the state of their front garden and its lack of maintenance. It quotes the note that I just read. The person went on to write of how the person's front garden devalues the property. Okay, I've already read that. The short letter was shared with a local Facebook page in Mandurah, Western Australia, called the Bell Tower Times Mail Online Reports.
If you're going for 6 weeks, wouldn't you tell your neighbors that you're going to be gone for 6 weeks just to give them a heads up that there's no activity at the house?
Yeah, one would think. But then again, with how paranoid and how people honestly really are, you tell your neighbors that, what if they utilize that to break in and get your own shit, from you? Or like,
It's a sick way to think.
Well, we live in a sick, sad world.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah. So that had happened. We got more from the Mirror. Another sad, twisted, disgusting story. A teen at the age of 16 stabbed another boy at the age of 15 in the heart in revenge killing as he walked home from school. Temin Ibn Hamina died from a single stab wound to the heart after he was attacked in Woolwich, southeast London, in July last year. The killer, at the age of 15 at the time but now 16 and who cannot be named, was among the group's views intent on revenge after another 15-year-old friend carried out a stabbing in Dartford 9 days earlier. So this happened because of a previous stabbing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. He was cleared of murder by an Old Bailey jury, but convicted of manslaughter and wounding the other boy.
How can he not be convicted? If he's doing it for revenge, it was planned.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think this is talking about the first stabbing here.
Oh.
He was
okay.
He was cleared of murder, but convicted of manslaughter. 2 other boys, aged 15 and 16 at the time, were cleared of murder, but convicted of conspiracy to commit violent disorder and possessing an offensive weapon. So now, actually, that sounds like the second stabbing. So I don't know. This is confusing me a little bit. But yeah, let's just move on here. Got some more from the Mirror. Here we go. Something kind of good, I guess. A murder case solved after 40 years when man walked into police station and confessed.
Whoa.
So, that's happened a couple of times before in history. And, but now we're living through another instance of it again. Here it says, the court has heard how stunned police officers listened to a man who walked in off the street and confessed to a murder which took place more than 40 years ago. John Paul, at the age of 61, allegedly walked into Hammersmith Police Station at 9:38 in the morning on Wednesday, May 5th last year, and confessed to the brutal murder of a man in 1980. Porter and part-time barman Anthony Bird, 42, was found naked and with his wrists bound at his flat in Kingston Garden Square in West London on June 6, 1980. His murder remained a mystery for 41 years until John Paul, 61, allegedly told stunned cops that he had battered him with a lump of wood. So, Jesus.
That's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Welcome to the show, Rhombusser, or Dick Kickham. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good.
I'm gonna turn my camera on. I'm doing a face reveal for the coalition.
Oh my God. There he is. Oh, he's got orange juice. Watch out.
3 vitamins.
Yeah.
I need them.
Yeah. Dude, if oranges grow on trees, why are they so damn expensive? You know?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going on up into another source here, UPI. A purse from the 1950s found inside walls of former Texas school. That's odd. So I was going to say here, officials in a Texas city said a small purse from the 1950s was found inside the walls at a former school building, and they have now identified the owner. The League City Historical Society and the Clear Creek Independent School District said the purse was recently found during renovation work at the League City Community Center, which formerly served as a League City school. So it was a community center.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Mr. Rhombus, you want to read a couple things?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. The purse contained the name Beverly Williams in numerous photos dating back to 50 to 70 years. Officials said that they were able to contact the family of Williams, who had attended the school in the 1950s. Williams, who was born in 1945, died in September of 2016. The officials said that they were able to speak to Williams's daughter.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate that she passed before she could be reunited with her high school purse, but still, you know. And, I'm wondering, because guys, I've heard a story, almost exactly like this from years ago. But that's wild. That reminds me of, houses that were built, in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and stuff like that. A lot of people, they see, inside the medicine cabinet in the bathroom, there's, this weird slit inside of it. It just opens into the wall. And then whenever they do renovations, there's a whole bunch of razor blades in the wall. Right. And that's because back in the day, that they just, when they got done with the blade, they just right in the wall. Didn't even throw it away, just in there, and that's where it stayed. So.
Yeah.
But let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna have a slew of animal stories here because it's weird. Like I was researching earlier, it's just one after another after another. It's just what the hell is going on? So UPI again, trapped cow hoisted out of cellar in Virginia. So how did it get in there?
That's a good question.
Animal rescuers and firefighters in Virginia responded to a barn where a cow fell through the floor and ended up stranded in the 7-foot deep cellar. The Galax Fire Department said animal rescue officers responded to the barn in Galax at about 11:50 in the morning Saturday and ended up calling the fire department for assistance when they determined the cow was stranded in the cellar.
Interesting.
I have some highlighted stuff for you if you want to read.
Alrighty. A wrecker truck was brought to the scene and the rescuers removed a section of the barn's roof so the boom could be extended over the animal. The cow was secured with straps that were then attached to the boom so the heifer could be hoisted to safety. The cow was not seriously injured and was returned to its pasture.
Alright, so happy ending.
Well, that's a good ending right there.
But then we go from a cow to a loose donkey found wandering in the Virginia road. Donkey!
Okay, what are you doing?
What an ass.
Yeah, God. Wow. You know, you gotta make sure that your Democrats are nice and safe in their pens. You know, especially in Virginia. So it says here, sheriff's deputies in Virginia responded to an unusual situation when an escaped donkey was spotted wandering down a road. The Stafford County Sheriff's Office said an emergency call came in at about 1:03 in the morning Saturday, reporting a donkey wandering loose on Brook Road. And Ramos can read the last two if he wants.
Hang on, I just got sent from my dad.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right.
Matt?
Deputies A.J. Deasy and D.J. Farrell. Hey, look, it's my name. But replace the E with an A. The first E. Responded to the neighborhood and were able to wrangle the loose animal. The donkey was not injured and was returned to its owner's property.
Good.
That's good.
And then we have some more animals. An extremely aggressive escaped rodeo bull remains at large in North Carolina. Your reactions are priceless, man. An escaped rodeo bull, described as dangerous and extremely aggressive, remained at large at North Carolina on Saturday as officials searched for the 700-pound animal. Police in...
Find him.
I don't know. Sounds like a bunch of bull honky to me. But police in Northwood, North Carolina, revealed Wednesday that the bull had escaped from a stockyard in the town located about 50 miles east of Charlotte. So...
yeah, the hometown of NASCAR.
That's your cape.
Yeah. But they quickly added it was no ordinary animal. This bull is chocolate in color and is extremely aggressive. The department cautioned, if you see this bull, please call 911 immediately. And under no circumstances should you approach the animal, as he will chase you.
We should let Panda know. I'll let her know.
If he comes at you, you wave your red cape at him.
Are we sure we want to let her know?
I don't know. I have no idea.
God, I'm an asshole. But yeah.
God, man.
And then we go from an aggressive bull to a boa constrictor rescued from the roof of a North Carolina home. Another North Carolina instance.
Only in North Carolina.
Only in North Carolina. Apparently there's an escaped panda over there too, so, they gotta watch out. Firefighters and police in North Carolina conducted an unusual rescue when boa constrictor was spotted stranded on the roof of the home. The High Point Fire Department said Engine 3 responded Thursday to a call for assistance from the High Point Police Department. So, if you want to continue, I've highlighted some stuff for you.
Already, firefighters arrived to find a snake had apparently escaped from its owner and became stranded on the roof of a vacant home. The firefighters helped an animal control officer get to the roof and bring the red-tailed boa constrictor down solid ground. The snake was taken to the Piedmont Reptile Rescue.
Good. All right.
Gives a new meaning to give me a hug.
Yeah.
Bull, I'll hug you.
Yeah. And I'm gonna see here. I'm just gonna keep going on here. Some more animal stories. A tree frog stows away from Dominican Republic to England in a banana bag.
What?
Yeah. See, there it is in the banana bag. So, animal rescuers were summoned to a British family's home when they discovered a tiny frog that stowed away from the Dominican Republic in a bag of bananas. The RSPCA said Lane Holloway and his family arrived at their Tamworth, Staffordshire home after shopping at the local Asda store and discovered more than just fruit in a bag of bananas. Let's see here. Do you want to read the quote or anything?
We were unpacking the shopping in the kitchen, and my wife turned to me and said, "Look, there's a frog in the banana." I said, "Sorry, there's what in the bananas?" Holloway told the RSPCA. Holloway's son did research online and identified the 1.5-inch Indian as a Hispaniolan common tree frog, which hails from the Dominican Republic, the same country in which the bananas originated. It was a complete surprise to see this little creature in our kitchen so far from home, and we've all had a bit of a chuckle about it since, Holloway said.
I was trying to find my tape measure. I have a tape measure up here somewhere. To just show how small 1.5 inches is. But it's like this, you know. So that's not the worst thing I've seen around bananas, though. Remember that GIF I have? The spider coming out of the banana. So. And then closing up the final animal store here, California Zoo's escaped armadillo found safe. Which, by the way, you were right. Armadillos are indigenous to South America, not to the desert. So I was wrong. But yeah, I saw this, like a couple days ago when it first made news. Like Sacramento Zoo in California said an escaped 6-banded armadillo was located and safely captured in zoo grounds one day later. The zoo said that the South American animal, named Josephine, escaped Thursday morning from the zoo's interpretive center, and a search was launched of the zoo and the surrounding area. And here's some highlights for you.
Josephine was found Friday morning about 192 feet from the interpretive center, the zoo announced. Once found, the veterinary staff immediately examined her and gave her a clean bill of health. The zoo said in a news release, "We are happy to report that Josephine is healthy and safely back in the interpretive center."
So that's crazy. It was only found less than 200 feet away. So I wonder if it left and knew where home was or what happened. But since Thursday to Monday, that's 5 days?
Yeah.
Like 5 days it's just been out around and nobody saw it, really?
Yeah.
May have burrowed.
I don't know how you didn't notice that.
True. And the last story of today, once again from UPI, German man earns world record with collection of 1,519 rotating puzzles, which are Rubik's Cubes, or Rubik's Cube type things. And look at all the different cubes, pyramids, rhombusi, like a bunch of Homer Simpson things it looks like in there. But it says here, a German man with love of Rubik's Cubes earned a Guinness World Record for his collection of 1,519 rotating puzzles. Let's see here, Rhombuser. Here you go.
Florian Kastenmeier, 40, of Mindelheim, was awarded the record for largest collection of rotating puzzles after Guinness verified he possesses 1,519 different Rubik's Cube style puzzles of all shapes and sizes. Kastenmeier said his love of the puzzles began about 16 years ago when he found an old Rubik's Cube while cleaning out his family's attic.
Quote, I just had to solve it, end quote. Florian told Guinness World Records, quote, I was so excited that I found myself needing more and more of it. New cubes, new challenges, end quote. And then why don't you close us off here?
Florian said some of the prize pieces in his collection include an original Rubik's Cube from 1977 and a tennis ball shaped puzzle given to him by tennis champion Boris Becker.
That's awesome.
That's actually pretty cool.
I mean, I don't know who that is, but like a tennis champion.
Yeah. Oh, he was a household name back in the day.
Every time we go into sports, I just feel like an idiot in my own show. Like I'm surrounded by people who
I don't even know who it is.
I'm stupid.
If he was just by the name alone, by saying that he was a champion, definitely he's definitely well known then by a certain group.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I was talking to you in the History Channel earlier today. Brett Favre, born on the state, whatever year it was. He wasn't even highlighted. It's just like, and I know the name. I don't know, shit from Shinola about football. But if someone like me knows a name in sports, then that means that they are that good that they're outside of their realm.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, that's going to conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may be interested in, which has everything Omni Coalition, as well as Twitch, SoNTV.Twitch or something like that. Anyway, for your dose of different, odd, and otherwise unknown news, we stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at generally 2 p.m. Pacific time, which is also, what time is it for you out in the East?
5 p.m.
Yeah, that's right.
Eastern Standard.
Dang, dude, isn't that crazy? It's 2 p.m. here. It's already dinner time for him.
Yeah. Well, 3 hours. 3
Yeah,
hours.
we're making
3 hours.
it now.
It's still wild. Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I am Ayo Xander.
I am the Slayer.
Golden Moon.
And in the audience, we have Nick Partola and the Capital Moron. Anyway, until you catch us tomorrow, or if you want to, until you catch the news show on Wednesday, or if you're a history buff, you can check us tomorrow at 10 in the morning Pacific time. Don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Till then, toodles!
Toodles.